きましたがの徳富だ。登った、そして落ちた。
Hello everyone, and welcome back to TSN or the Sasuke Nerds. I'm your host Evan, and today we have another countdown for you guys. Sasuke has had many obstacles over the 41 tournaments the show has had. Some are iconic obstacles that have stood the test of time, like the Warped Wall, Salmon Ladder, Wall Lift, Cliffhanger, and Pipe Slider. Others just weren't the best ideas in the first place, such as the Narrow, Net Bridge, Hang Move, and Ring Slider. However, there are some obstacles that deserved more time in the spotlight but never got it. These obstacles have a lot of missed potential, and many fans would like to see more of them. I put together 5 obstacles that were some of the most overlooked by the course designers. Now, this is only 5 instead of the usual 10, because I feel like there would be a lot of filler with the lower entries. However, if there are any obstacles you feel I missed, feel free to list them in the comments section. Anyways, let's move to the starting platform and begin the list. I'm actually going to cheat with this entry here. These 2 obstacles have had missed potential in Sasuke, but other ninja shows utilized them way better and improved upon them. These obstacles are the floating boards and the spin bridge. To start with the floating boards, this obstacle consists of 5, boards that you find any way to hang on to while you traverse from one board to another. This obstacle only appeared in Sasuke 25's 3rd stage, and it didn't take out any of the 4 competitors that attempted it. However, some really struggled on the obstacle, considering the difficulty of said obstacle and the cold temperatures during Stage 3. This felt like an obstacle that still could be utilized on Sasuke as a slower obstacle that drains your strength and has the ability to take out competitors who do not have the technique, is really missing on the modern Stage 3. In fact, during the USA vs. Japan special, Yuji Orochihara and Shingo Yamamoto failed the obstacle during their Stage 3 runs, while Hitoshi Kano and Ryo Matachi cleared it. The obstacle ended up being a staple in A&W Stage 3 since the start of Vegas until A&W 10. Next is the spin bridge. This obstacle's design is similar to Newton's cradle, consisting of 4 spears suspended by ropes that you run across. Actually, this is identical to the Viking obstacle, Cannonball. This obstacle only appeared twice, Sasuke 27 and 28, in the first stage. This obstacle took out many notable competitors in both of its appearances, such as Kenji Takahashi, Koji Hashimoto, Lian Chi, Kazuhiko Akiyama, and Shingo Yamamoto twice. This is one of the few fast balance obstacles that Sasuke has had, and I feel it would fit super well on the modern Sasuke courses, which are devoid of any fast balance. This obstacle would also become a staple in other ninja shows like A&W, and even had some variations with more spears and inclines in the obstacle. Both of these obstacles should make their return to Sasuke someday, and I feel like they could still do some damage. I just talked about the floating boards as an obstacle from Sasuke 25's 3rd stage, and here we have another, and that is the Roulette Cylinder. The Roulette Cylinder has appeared in 2 Sasuke tournaments, Sasuke 25 and 26, as a strength drainer to begin the course. This obstacle consists of, a cylinder that has many poles that you hang on to and move down a track, with the Sasuke 26 version having 2 drops in the track. There was only one casualty of this obstacle, being Brian Orozco in Sasuke 26. I really like this obstacle too, as it felt like a twist on another great obstacle, the Rumbling Dice. Like with the floating boards, the current Stage 3 could utilize this obstacle as there are no slow-paced strength drainers on the course, and with a lack of vertical grip on the modern course in general, it would be a new skill that the competitors will have to adapt to. This obstacle really deserved more tournaments and could indirectly cause some damage, like how the rolling log did in Sasuke 38's Stage 2. Stage 1 has had so many obstacles over the years, and the first obstacle of the 4 stages is no exception to any changes. So it is no secret that one of these obstacles would make the list. An obstacle that has received a following over the years is Sasuke 15's first obstacle, the hurdle jump. However, that is an honorable mention for this list. The obstacle that makes this list comes from 2 tournaments prior, that being the Prism Tilt. The Prism Tilt acts like a seesaw and you have to move quick on the front half of the obstacle. Otherwise, the tilting mechanic will become too steep to climb up and you'll fall into the water. You have to jump from a specific point, otherwise the obstacle will give way and you have no power for your dismount. It is a fairly quick obstacle that could fit into the current Stage 1, designed for speed, and would cause way more damage than the quad steps would. In fact, I have an idea for this obstacle that fits the modern era better. Instead of dismounting the obstacle normally, you have to jump to a rope, kind of like the step slider. I feel like this would cause a lot of damage and many competitors would fail it. That's just one example that I have that could utilize this obstacle to its fullest potential. In fact, Ninja Warrior Germany, France, and Poland had a double Prism Tilt, which was super cool. Still, I wish this obstacle was given more than one tournament to truly showcase its potential. This entry is the most popular answer for this topic, and I can definitely see why. While I only put it at the second spot, there is no denying that this obstacle has a ton of missed potential, and that is the chain seesaw. This obstacle, again, only appeared in one tournament, Sasuke 27. What makes this worse is that only 3 people attempted the obstacle, since it was in the back half of Stage 3. Koji Hashimoto was the only casualty, with Ryo Matachi and Yuji Urushihara clearing the obstacle. This obstacle is a lache obstacle with vertical grip where you have to be precise with your grip, otherwise the balance mechanic will give and you'll fall into the water. Even in Sasuke 27, there is only one lache. Like with the Roulette Cylinder, there is a huge lack of vertical grip obstacles on modern Sasuke, and with the rise of lache obstacles all around the world, it could really fit into Stage 3 nowadays, and there could be more than one lache involved. While I feel that the swing edge, among other obstacles, are more difficult with the blind grabs, the chain seesaw is a new skill that competitors would need to adapt to. The chain seesaw was a great obstacle, and it's criminal that it was only given one tournament. The second I planned this list, I knew exactly what was going to be number 1. An obstacle so underrated that it even flies under the radar within the ninja community. But no more. Number 1 comes from the first stage of Sasuke 25, and that is the bridge jump. Surprise, surprise, this only appeared once. Like with the spin bridge, this is a fast balance obstacle, but this time you have to make a leap for a rope slider. Due to the obstacle's star power on Sasuke 25 Stage 1, the obstacle, understandably, took a back seat. But this obstacle was just so fun to watch. This obstacle would fit so well onto a speed stage, like the current Stage 1. You have to be light on your feet and make sure you get a good jump to the rope. I feel this obstacle could catch some current competitors off guard and cause some shock fails. This is honestly one of my favorite Stage 1 obstacles, and of course, it adds to my favorite Stage 1 of all time. Although it might not be the most original obstacle, it was such a fun obstacle to watch, and I wish it lasted longer in Sasuke. Those are 5 obstacles that I felt have had missed potential throughout Sasuke. Brainstorming how these obstacles could work nowadays is extremely fun to do. Modern Sasuke has a course repetition problem, and I hope that some of these obstacles could really shake things up. If you have an obstacle that I missed, feel free to comment below. Anyways, thanks for watching, and until next time on TSN.
Human beings in a mob. What's a mob to a king? What's a king to a god? What's a god to a non-believer who don't believe in anything? Will he make it out alive?
史上初の完全制覇者帰ってきた毛ガニの秋山タイムアップこのまま3秒山田に残された時間は1秒終わった山本慎吾サスケ唯一の皆勤賞24回目の山本長野誠ですまさに生きるサスケおっと長野どうしたまさに生きるサスケおっと長野どうしたまさに生きるサスケおっと長野どうした 表情が変わってきた。前回はここで体を震わせながら飛びついたが、今回もどうやら厳しいのか。武田どうした、武田どうした。オールスターズの声が聞こえるか。武田、オールスターズは消えてはいけない。オールスターズの平和を守ってくれ。
さあさあ肘かけて、それそれそ
オールスターズを守ってくれ。長野はいない。ダメか、ダメなのか。離すな、離した。サスケオールスターズ、サスケオールスターズ、サスケオールスターズ、サスケオールスターズ、サスケオールスターズ、サスケオールスターズ。